Hi friends, it's Anna Helman. Thanks so much for being here. I'm excited today to share the October paper pumpkin kit with you. It's called Ho Ho Ho, and it is really cute. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not like huge on Santas, but this kit is so cute. I can't wait to share it with you. Let's take a look. Here you can see many of the pieces and parts that are included in this month's kit. Came with the materials to make 9 cards, and here you can see one of the things I love about these kits is the envelopes are so adorable. Here you can see the envelopes. There's 3 for each card design, and I'll show you a completed card the way the kit instructions show here in just a second. Then I'll share a couple of ideas that you can do other things with these kits. But here you can see some of the card bases. We have 3 different colors of card bases. So this kit has lots of really cute die cuts. I absolutely love these die cuts. So we can use them as the kit shows, or we can do a few other things with them as well. We have these Santas that we can use the stamp to stamp the detail on them. And then letters down here, I think you may not be able to see those. The one card looks like the word joy with a Santa in the middle, but I love that Stampin' Up! Included the O's. In case you don't do Santa, you can put those O's in there instead of the Santa. These are some beautiful iridescent snowflakes. Our color of ink of the month is Early Espresso. Honestly, this is one of my favorite and most used colors. You may think that's kind of crazy, but that is the truth. And then here you can see the stamp set. We have this cute Santa that I feel like this stamp set is one that could get so much use on other projects. And when you're doing extra cards and things with this kit, this set is a fantastic one in my opinion. The words Merry and Ho 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 in bigger stamps, and then lots of smaller greetings. 'Tis the season to be jolly, deliver to, holly jolly, Santa Claus is coming to town, and then a couple of little decorative ones. So I will mention that I don't have nearly as many alternative ideas as normal. Here in just a second, I will explain to you why, but let's look at the 3 cards that the kit instructions explain how to create these first. And I didn't show the instructions, but I will here because I always like to mention that, well, if you used to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin and you don't anymore, they've made huge improvements to the instructions. They're full color. There's a full sheet for each project. And we also have, I apologize. Hopefully that wasn't too fast to be moving that on the camera, but we also have some alternative ideas here. I'm going to bring those up close. Maybe you can see those. 3 alternative ideas here. We also have a QR code. Hold your camera, pull your phone out, hold your camera up to this little code, and it's going to ask you if you want to go to the website. You can go there and watch a nice video that shows you what to do. So here's the front, of course, and I'll show you my completed cards right now. But these, I just think these are so cute. I love like that, these kind of look like quilts in the background, and then the cheerful and bright colors with snowflakes. On this one, I stamped the Santa detail and the word Christmas, and then assembled everything together. This one I stamped, I just love this stamp right here. This would be really great for cards, such as this one, or lots of different designs, but I think it would be really fun for scrapbook pages as well. So I stamped that, and I stamped the greeting down here on this one. And on this one, I stamped the detail for the Santa, and then the greeting, 'tis the season to be jolly. So like I said, I don't have nearly as many alternatives as normal. I had to make the decision whether to get a video created and get it out to you quickly, or not get one out for quite a while. So I'm here, I'm sharing this with you with a few ideas, but it is not going to be nearly as detailed as normal. So I apologize for that. Hopefully you will understand. Here is one idea I wanted to share with you, and you could do this with all of these cards. And this idea is to create shaker cards. To create shaker cards, you need 2 supplies besides what come in this kit. Some window sheets, this clear acetate, and some adhesive foam strips such as this one. These are foam adhesive strips, I guess they're called. So what I've done here, I just wanted to show you quickly how easily these can be created. And what I've done, I assembled this card the exact same way as I did for this finished one. I just haven't attached this piece to the card base yet because I wanted to show you how to create a shaker card if you are new to this. So the first thing you have to do is attach a piece of window sheet to the back of this. And this will create a solid piece that our sequins aren't going to come through. That's pretty important. So you can use different adhesives to attach this, but I'll just use a little bit of glue there. So I cut my window sheet just a teeny tiny bit smaller than that front piece, which was 5 1/4. So I cut this piece just a tiny bit smaller. Now that we have that on here, I am going to cut foam adhesive strips to basically the length of the edges. So as you'll see, I'm going to put an outline on here. And we want to create a boundary all the way around of these foam adhesive strips. So put one at the top and bottom. Now I need some that are the right length for the sides. And sometimes I actually put them on first and then trim to the right length. You want to make sure your corners match up very tightly. You don't want any gaps between the foam strips because if you do have any gaps, your sequins or whatever your filler material is may fall out. You don't want that. So we'll get this one put on and then I'll get out my sequins and we can create a cute shaker card real quick. So you could create these with all 3 of the card designs in the kit. Each one, the main overlay piece, like what I'm working with here, they're different sizes and shapes. So you would have to change the size of your window sheet piece, but we could do that. And I'll bring these in here. So this one, you would put the window sheet behind this outline piece and put your foam strip around there. This one, you would put your window sheet behind this whole piece and outline this piece. So let's get this finished. I'm going to put a few sequins. There are several different ways to assemble shaker cards, and depending on which one I'm creating, I do it differently, it seems like. You can decide how much filler to put in. I caution you that this one would be hard to get too much in. Sometimes with shaker cards, I get too much in there and then I wish I hadn't put quite as much. But I'm just going to lay that on there, pull these strips off. And when we lay this on, our shaker card will be complete. So I just like to keep those sequins in the center. That way when I press this down, I make sure I'm not laying it over any sequins. We want really good contact between that base and the foam strips. And now, hopefully, you can see the glisten and the fun sequins shaking there in the background. So that is one idea you could do with all of these cards. I have one other one I started, which is this one right here. I just stamped that word Mary several times. I think this would, I know some of you like to see my scrapbook page alternatives, and I didn't get one created this month, but I think this would be really create? I don't know, cute, creative. I'm not sure what I was going for there. But stamp Mary all the way down. You could keep re-inking your stamp and just stamp it the whole way down. And then use the Santa and the reindeer up in the corner. Some of these cute snowflakes. I think there's a lot of neat things you can do. And then I wanted to mention one more thing before we go, which is a quick tip for how to do some of the stamping. Now, with pieces like this month's, I have a feeling there will be at least a few people out there who get frustrated with not being able to stamp the Santa detail perfectly right over top of the Santa. So I'm going to tell you, because here's the Santa stamp. I already inked it here. And the kit instructions show to stamp this over the top. So I'm going to pull this down here so I can see it a little bit better since my camera's in the way. But I want to show you. So what I do is I watch my die cut. I start to bring my stamp over, but I still just focus on wherever like the nose is. For this one, I think I focused mainly on the nose. And as I bring it in, I just go for it and just stamp. And now I'm going to freak myself out because I'm on camera, but that's what we're going to do, and we're going to see how it comes out. So my other ones came out a little bit better, probably because my head was directly over the top, but that is what works best for me in most cases, is just focus right here and go for it. And here, this one turned out pretty well. So that's one thing I wanted to share, because I know sometimes when we need to stamp over top of something like this, it can be challenging to get them lined up. And then we also had a stamp to stamp onto these little pieces, which sometimes can be hard to see. Now, it depends on the color of your work surface, but for a piece like this, I would encourage you to bring in something dark cardstock. This is the foam mat from my Stamparatus. And once that is in here, it is a whole lot easier for me to see the outline of that die cut, that rectangle, to be able to line up my stamp where I want it. So thanks so much for watching along. I would love to see what you create with your paper pumpkin if you would like to share with me. Have fun with this kit. If you're interested in subscribing, next month's kit is going to be a tag kit that coordinates with this month's kit. So we'll be able to use stamps on both sets, I believe. And yeah, it's all for just $23 a month. It's a really great price, since you get ink to add to your collection, stamps, and some other supplies you can use on other projects. So if you're interested in subscribing, take a look at the link below in the video description. I hope you have a blessed day, and I hope you'll be back again next time when I'll be here helping you to hand make with love.